Let's talk about whales, baby. Let's talk about 5D. Let's talk about all the pitfalls and the pathways through 4D. Let's talk about whales. Right, hello, beautiful galactic soul. It's so good to see you here in this video. And I promise you, I will not sing anymore, but I was just feeling a little silly and I needed to pick me up. So, and these words just popped into my head, the guys that are trying to cheer me up a bit or just trying to give me a boost. All right, but that's what we're talking about in this video about our pathway through our pathway through 4D in order to reach the fifth dimension. And it can be a slippery road, and we're getting help from the whales. But before I get into all that, first, let me ask you to subscribe to this channel, to like this video, and to share it with people that you think might benefit from it. All right. And let me introduce myself. My name is Inge van Stralen, and I am a Pleiadian Lightworker. I work with Lightworkers to help connect them to their multidimensional selves and to help them live their life's purpose, to ground their soul mission, to embody it here on Earth, so we can all help humanity through this evolutionary phase. And I do that through one-on-one sessions, workshops, meditations, and online trainings. And if you'd like to work with me, I will put information and links in the description box below. And join me on Instagram so you can see what I'm up to. Okay, the pathways through 4D and whales. Yeah, because we all know that we're on our way on this evolutionary track from 3D to 5D, so from the third dimension to the fifth dimension. And in order to get there, we are working our way through the fourth dimension. And the fourth dimension is the dimension of time and thoughts. So, what happens there in that realm is that thoughts become reality. Is really, and all the thoughts that we've ever thought are there, and all the dreams we've ever had. So you can imagine what it can be quite a mess. The most wonderful, wildest dreams are there, but also the most horrible nightmares. So you can find a lot of things, and there are really amazing, beautiful beings and horrible beings. So they're all there. They're all there. And it is our job as light workers to navigate through that dimension in order to reach the frequency of the fifth dimension. And we as light workers are actually the way showers for the rest of humanity. And we are creating pathways or rediscovering pathways through that fourth dimension onto the fifth dimension. So really to in order to bring in that frequency, we need to open those paths. And a long time ago, those pathways were open. They were there, but because of everything that happened, they were not used anymore, or they fell into disrepair, or well, they were sabotaged. So there's not a lot of pathways through that fourth dimension at the moment. And we as light workers are working our way through that. And we are recreating those paths. And once we have created a path, we are trying to make them wider, more traveled. So it's easier for the people after us, behind us, to travel that road, to take that path. And that is why sometimes, when you feel like, oh, I've reached that frequency, that 5D frequency, and then you cannot seem to anchor in that 5D space, and you just fall back. And then you have to start again, find your way, or recreate that path, or find that path again, or but anyway, but that is what we're supposed to be doing at this moment. So go back and forth through the fourth dimension to make sure that the ways are clear. We're clearing the path so that the rest of humanity, when they're ready, have an open and easy access to the 5D frequencies. And it's so much easier then to bring it in. So don't get discouraged, when you keep falling back. It is because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Create that path. And sometimes it can be frustrating. I get that. But now we get help. It is time. It is time for us to step up and to go beyond the level that we've been working on, and we are getting help. So the help is coming from the whales. And whales, I love dolphins and whales, but from before this, I have worked a lot with dolphins, and I connected with the dolphins, but much less with the whales. For me, uh, dolphins have always been easier to connect with. That kind of energy. But now the whales are really coming through, and whales are actually the ones that are keeping the pathways between dimensions open, and who are also creators of pathways between dimensions. So that is one of the most important tasks of the whales. And the whales that have been here on Earth have for so long been charged with that task, to keep pathways open to the higher dimensions, so that at least for people who were able and who were willing to walk that path, that there was still that possibility, and also for light beings to have some way of accessing this planet. And now the whales want to come help us to create the pathways, or to broaden the pathways that we are walking. And not just for us, of course, but for humanity that will come after us. So I'm excited. And I kind of tuned into it already, and it's such a loving energy. And what we'll be doing today is, of course, we'll set temple space. The Dolphin Star Temple Higher Council of Light will come, and we'll create this wonderful, beautiful temple space. And then the whales will come in and will help us in our frequency, with our frequency, to help us through the dimensions. Because, okay, they will surround us actually with their energy, and everyone will get at least one whale. And don't think, oh, I only got one. No, they're huge. Those beings are just so immense already, so don't worry about it. And maybe you get more, I don't know. But you be wrapped in that whale energy. And it may, for some of you, it may feel like you're in the belly of the whale, that you're really inside of that whale, traveling with the whale. And they will, at first, they will give you some healing and activations in your I don't know if yeah, it is physical body and your multidimensional light body. They will give you some healing there so you can find your way easily through the pathway. And then they will take you through the fourth dimension to the fifth dimension to this wonderful space. Um, yeah, the image I get is like somewhere Pleiades, but water. This is beautiful water place, Pleiades, that star system. And then I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be different for all of us. And then they will take us back into this dimension and they will give you, I don't know, it's a symbol or a frequency or some kind of gift that will help you in future navigate the pathways of the fourth dimension. You know, and they will have taken you on a path. They will have broadened that path, will make it so it is easier for you to travel through that pathway next time. All right, enough talking. All right. Make sure you're comfortable, sit down, lie down. Make sure you're not disturbed for about, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes. And one more sip of tea and we're off. All right. And we start by taking a couple of deep breaths in and out. Breathe in and breathe out. And one final deep breath, full body breath. Breathe into your whole body and breathe out. And ground yourself. Use any technique that you may have. Or if you're familiar with Pleiadian Lightwork, set up your grounding cord from your first or your second chakra. And if you don't know how to ground, focus on the soles of your feet and let roots grow into the earth from the soles of your feet or from your tailbone. And breathe in. Breathe into your connection with Mother Earth. And breathe in earth energy and fill your whole body with earth energy through the roots from the soles of your feet, through your grounding cord, or whatever technique you may use. And I call upon the Pleiadian emissaries of light, and I ask them to join us, each of us individually, and to clear our individual spaces, and to put a protective circle around each and every one of us. And I ask the Pleiadian emissaries of light to connect all these circles, all our energetic spaces, so that we're all in one big energetic circle. And I call upon Archangel Michael of light and love, and I ask him to seal this space, our energetic space, with his sword of truth. And I call upon the Dolphin Star Temple Higher Council of Light and Love, and I ask them to transform our energetic space, our energetic circle into a sacred Dolphin Star Temple space. And I ask for the crystalline pillars to be placed around our energetic space. And I call upon the Pleiadian, Sirian, and Andromedan emissaries of light, and I ask them for the following cones of light to be placed above and below our auras and above and below our energetic temple space. The interdimensional cones of light, the evolutionary cones of light, the intergalactic cones of light, and the earth cones of light. And I call upon our higher selves and I ask them to step forward and join us and to connect with our hearts. And if you're familiar with Pleiadian Lightwork, this is the moment to pull in your high self connections. And if you don't have any higher self connections yet, feel the love from your higher self fill your heart. And let your higher self make a connection all the way through the dimensions to the home of your higher self. All the way down, down through your body to the earth star crystal. And breathe. Feel how connected you are. And I set the intention that we will use this meditation for our personal growth and to make this world a better place. So be it, so be it, so be it. And open your heart as much as you can and receive as much love from your higher self as you can. And keep breathing. Keep opening your heart. And I ask the whales to come in, the whales of light and love, the keepers of the frequencies and the keepers of the pathways to join us in this sacred space. And take a moment to feel their energy. And they're asking you to open your heart as much as you can. And they're filling our space, our energetic space, with their love frequency. And they're telling us that you can use this frequency, the frequency of love, as a compass to guide you through the dimensions, to guide you on your path, that pathway through 4D. And just as long as you keep this compass of love, that compass of the love frequency, if you keep that clear, you will never ever get lost. And you can always find your way back to that frequency, to that compass. And breathe and receive. And there are whales coming toward you. At least one, maybe more. I feel its energy. Feel its frequency. How its frequency envelops you. Surrounds you. Take a moment to say hello to this creature of light, this being of light. And this whale energy surrounds you more and more until you're completely wrapped in this energy. Or maybe it can even feel like you're in the belly of the whale. And let the frequency heal you, activate you, soothe you. You are not traveling alone. You don't have to work so hard anymore. There is help. All you need to do is surrender and trust. And this creature, this whale of light and love, carries you through the fourth dimension, on that path. And it's creating that path for you, or maybe it's widening the path. And it's going slowly, so it's easy for you to feel it, to feel this pathway, to know that this pathway is safe, to familiarize yourself with it. Through the fourth dimension into the fifth. And it will take you to this beautiful place in the Pleiades. This wonderful water place. And there are many other whales there. And they invite you into the water, into their midst. And they surround you with their frequencies. And when you're done, your will takes you back through the frequencies, back to the road, to the pathway through the fourth dimension. And also on the way back, you will go slowly. There's no rush. By going slow through that dimension, the will is broadening, smoothing out that pathway for you. And you are safe, surrounded by its energy. Until you're back in this dimension, in the current dimension, fully connected with your body. Breathe into your body. Make that connection with your body while you're still surrounded by that whale energy. And the whale will give you a symbol or a gift, a frequency for you to help you find your way through the fourth dimension. And we already got that compass of love, but this is an additional one that will help us. It could come as a sound, as a frequency, as a color, symbol, whatever it is. Receive it. And the will activate it somewhere in your physical body. And when you know, if you know, where that is in your body, breathe into that spot, into that place in your body. And breathe into your heart and open your heart again to that frequency, that loving frequency of the whales, and fill your whole heart with it. Let it activate your heart chakra, your higher heart chakra, your chest area. And from your heart, your higher heart, comes a beam of love and light. You shine it into the middle of our energetic space to the middle of our circle, and all our beams of love and light join each other in the middle of our circle. And it doesn't matter if your beam is really big or really tiny. It doesn't matter. What matters is that connection. I feel all those different beams of love and light connect, and you are connected to all these beautiful light workers. And you give them your love and light. We share our love and we share our light with each other. And we thank each other. Thank you for being here on this earth in this time, in this place, in this moment. Thank you so much for taking on this journey with me, for being on this mission with me. Thank you so much. And send that love, that gratefulness, that thankfulness to everyone, to all light workers in this meditation. Thank you so much. And receive it back. Surrounded by the whales in their frequency. And they are linking all the paths that we have created through the fourth dimension. They are linking all these paths together so that there are more ways available to us. And then I thank these whales, all the light beings that were here, all the light workers in this meditation. And let it go slowly, release each other for now. Go back to your own energetic space. I ask the light beings to remove all the energetic structures so we're all in our own energetic space again. And breathe in and breathe out. And thanks all beings. Thank the whales of love and light, Archangel Michael of love and light, the Pleiadian, Syrian, and Andromedan emissaries of light, our higher selves, and the Dolphin Star Temple Higher Council of Light and Love. Thank you so much. And take one more deep breath in and breathe out. And just move your body slowly. Thank you so much for being here, for doing this meditation, for creating, for helping us create all these pathways through the fourth dimension. Thank you so much. It was lovely for me. I feel so much love and gratitude for all of you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, to like this video, and to share it. See you next time. Bye-bye.